Hi everyone, I'm very excited to have the opportunity to chat to Onur. He's our travel expert and guide for our best-selling Turkey trip. A very exciting itinerary that we will talk about today. So Onur, thank you so much for finding the time to talk to us. And I'm very excited about the chat because Turkey is one of my favorite destinations. I've been there quite a few times. And I know that this itinerary is very special and our customers love it. So I think it's going to be an interesting conversation to go a little bit deeper into the itinerary and obviously getting to know you a little bit as a guide. To introduce myself, I'm Anna. I am the CEO of Culture Trip. And let's start with you telling us a little bit about you and what got you to become a travel guide.
Hello, Anna, first of all, and hi, everyone. My name is Onur. I work as a travel guide over 20 years now. I think I'm 44 years old. What got me into, working as a travel guide, I climb as a hobby. And when I was at university, I started guiding walking trips first, and it all started from there. I always liked traveling myself, meeting new people. So it both worked well together, and it became, my profession at the end. But it all started from there.
How exciting. I think everybody I've met that had a taste of travel and meeting new people and showing their country to curious travelers has always stayed for a very long time in the industry. 20 years is just about sort of everybody, everybody that I meet kind of get attached to this incredible sort of adventure that is travel and showing their country. I'm kind of interested in maybe talking a little bit about the itinerary, our Majestic Turkey itinerary. It's one of our best sellers, and I'm not surprised why. It sort of covers a lot. I mean, Turkey is a fantastic country, so it's there's so many things to see, but it covers very much off the beaten track, quite a few of the most special places about the country. So why don't you just take us through a little bit through the itinerary and what are the most interesting things that you can single out from the trip?
As you said, I think it covers some of the best parts of Turkey, certainly the highlights of Turkey, but also of the beaten track as well. So we get out of these, like popular, well-known destinations too. First, we start in Istanbul, where the two continents meet. It's apart from all the history, like an archaeology behind it, it's a very big, vibrant city as well. As I said, it's a place where two continents meet. It gives you a very good chance to see the contemporary life, the modern day Turkey as well. It's a very big city, but you see both ends of Turkey, let's say, in Istanbul. So that makes it really an interesting and unique start. Having, sailing along the Bosphorus, being into structures which is like over 1,000 years old, really magnificent buildings. And from there, we go on to Ankara, to the capital, which is less visited compared to some of the other places that we are going on this tour. And after Ankara, we continue further inland to the east of the country, to Hattuşaş, to the Hittite capital, which is one of the, it's not visited as many as some of the other sites in Turkey, but it's certainly one of the archaeological highlights of Turkey. It's off the beaten track, but it is really an impressive site. All around the Mediterranean, you go to these archaeological sites. They are generally Greco-Roman, and they are around like 2,000 years old. To give you an understanding of what you see at the Hittite capital in Hattuşa, you go to this place, and if you were living in the Roman times, and if you had a chance to go to Hattuşa, Hattuşa would have been already 2,000 years old to you as a Roman.
Wow.
So, even at the Roman times, it was already old, archaeological
Yes.
and historical. So that's really, like without seeing it, sometimes it's really hard to comprehend, really. And it's a little bit like in the middle of nothing, you see these remains. It's really impressive, I think. And from there on, we continue to Cappadocia with a wonderful scenic drive. Imagine this 12,000 feet huge volcano welcoming you to Cappadocia. And Cappadocia is certainly one of my highlights, both culturally, historically, but also geographically. Maybe more than anything else, sometimes geographically, I would say, because it's a very breathtaking place. It's just out of this world. Anna, you said you have been to Turkey as well a few times before. So I don't know if you had a chance to go to Cappadocia yourself, but it's like being out of this world. I mean, it's like all of a sudden you step into a lunar landscape. All these small churches carved into these valleys, beautiful sunsets, like beautiful hikes. It's an unbelievable place, really. So we spent a couple of nights, 3 nights actually, to be precise, in Cappadocia. That's the other thing that I really like about the pace of this tour, about culture trips, because it gives you time to digest everything and to see what's behind what's most popular, let's say, because most people might stay maybe like 1 day, 1 night, maybe 2 nights, but spending there a 3rd night, just having giving you that relaxation, that time for relaxation, and to enjoy what you see more, to have a different bound, different connection with the area. That's, I think, a very unique, very positive side of the itinerary.
Absolutely.
And after we leave Cappadocia, now we are heading down to the Mediterranean coast. Here, especially depending on the time of the year, we can have very beautiful beach time as well. We stay again a couple of nights in Antalya, and that also shows you a different side of Turkey, plus a good way of ending the trip with some relaxation on the beach as well.
Yes, I completely agree with you. It's a very special itinerary, mostly because it provides enough balance between exploration and relaxation. And I've been to Istanbul. I've never been to Cappadocia. It's definitely on my list because it's out of this world. Like you said, kind of surreal type of landscape. And I was in Antalya 6 weeks ago. And the really special thing about this tour, when I went to Istanbul for the first time, it was overwhelming. It's just such a jewel that goes across 2 continents. There's, to your point, so much to see, from the traditional kind of historical type of Istanbul down to contemporary foodie type of experience. And I guess for me, it was overwhelming. It took us much more time to explore it on our own than actually having somebody just take us through the main sites and sort of immersing yourself into the experience in the best possible way. Then Cappadocia, obviously, is kind of one of the most unique places in the world, and I would really want to for that to be my next journey. And Antalya is absolutely gorgeous. The beaches are beautiful. The town is absolutely spectacular. There's all parts to it. There's sort of more contemporary parts to it, and ending on a kind of relaxing yet still kind of having chance to explore is absolutely brilliant. And all of that in 12 days, I think is very difficult to curate. Kind of individually, anything that is so comprehensive but yet sort of covers the best parts. And probably it's very important for us to mention that we're very conscious of the carbon footprint, and we're very conscious of the efforts that everybody needs to make to be kind to the planet, which is why we're starting in Istanbul and we're ending in Antalya. We're flightless in destination, so essentially we want the mode of transport to be the best possible for the planet. And obviously we are working very hard with our partners, the hotels, which are always of fantastic standard, between 4 and 5 stars, to be making pledge for sustainability. So this trip covers all these aspects, and I think I'm very excited. I have goosebumps now, basically, just thinking about sort of the whole experience and what it could be. Onur, I can't think of sort of any reason why anybody shouldn't be super excited to be guided by somebody like you, because you know the place inside and out, and obviously have huge passion for the itinerary. One final question for me is, this is our itineraries for small groups. You can travel solo, you can travel as an individual, as a group of friends, or with someone special. From your experience so far, what is the sort of the benefit that people gain from traveling in a small group? Because our vision is to create meaningful connections between people and connections with a place. The itinerary, I think, provides fantastic connection with the main parts of kind of local insider-led parts of Turkey. So in your view, from your experience, what would be special for our customers joining a small group?
Well, I think it has many advantages. First of all, it brings the best size of traveling independently and traveling as a group. Like with a small size group, I think you have the positive benefits of both ends, because some of the things would be either very difficult or maybe impossible even to organize separately and individually. So it gives you an opportunity to go to places or to see some certain events, as I said, which would be very, very difficult for you to organize by yourself. But it also, by keeping the group size small, it still keeps it personal as well.
Yes.
Personal touch is still there as well. And as any other human activity, like anything that you like, imagine anything that you like, when you do it with like people that you love, that you like, or, like new people that you've met, it enhances that experience in every way. So, that makes it really a good thing, a very good idea to travel in a small group.
I agree. And most of our customers are saying that they've made lifelong friends with people in the group. And I think it's mostly because this type of travels, this type of itineraries is attracting like-minded people who will sort of connect over their mutual interest, over their passion for travel and exploring. And to your point, the groups are small enough to actually have a sort of more personal relationship with people, new people, or friends that our customers have made or are likely to make, or kind of explore sort of the group dynamic together with your partner or with a friend and so on. Onur, I will definitely see you on the Turkey trip. I was almost volunteering to do this interview because that is definitely a trip that I want to do in 2023 and is on my itinerary. Thank you so much for joining the conversation. Thank you so much for your insightful thoughts. And yes, have fun with the culture trip tours coming up. And I'm sure I'll see you in one of the trips.
Thank you very much. And we are looking forward to seeing you this summer.
Yes.